Goldberg's looking for a jackhammer. He's looking for the jackhammer. Goldberg looking for the jackhammer. A jackhammer of Lesnar. Here's the cover. Oh my God! Goldberg beat Brock.
Right.
A monumental upset. After 12 years, Goldberg returns to the ring and absolutely destroys the beast.
Right. This is a Survivor Series reaction. Just finished watching it on the network. I've rewatched it about 3 times. Not the full pay-per-view, obviously, but the Goldberg-Lesnar match. Now, a lot of people are going to be ranting. Going to be raving. Not me. Not me. Because, okay, one, it's stupid because Lesnar, you know, he defeated Undertaker, yada, 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 but he should not have defeated Undertaker in the first place. Fuck you, everybody that fucking said Lesnar would win. I knew he wouldn't. I told everybody, but no, did you believe me? No. Nope. Nobody fucking believed me. But, you know, it is what it is. But in all seriousness, guys, if you're a Brock Lesnar fan, you're not going to like this video, so you might as well just, like, you know, unsubscribe. Well, don't unsubscribe, but yeah, this video is not for you. Hit the dislike button, don't watch it and all that. But before we get into that, you know, we have to do the pay-per-view itself justice. So let's start reviewing Survivor Series. Okay, so fucking hell, I can't even fucking, wow. I can't even fucking begin to. I'm looking, you know, just to get all the eliminations and all that in order. You know, Wikipedia, great resource. But okay, multiple booking problems with this pay-per-view, and I'll just start off with the obvious. You have Team SmackDown win the main Survivor Series match, but you don't have them like win any of the others. And I know that's a spoiler and a precursor, but you know, I've spoiled it by about 10 minutes, so fair enough. But either way, let's get started with that. So before the women's match even got started, Carmella, Nikki, why did I say Nikki? Fucking Carmella fucking got eliminated first, which is not what you want to fucking do for a fucking, you know, a rookie diva, so to speak. Only for Alicia Fox, the person who eliminated her, to get eliminated herself 20 seconds later. And it's just fucking dumb. Like, honestly, it is really fucking dumb. And according to the time on Wikipedia, like, it was like 15 seconds later after that Naomi got eliminated. But before I start running down all of that, I'll just say that Nikki Bella didn't even make it into the match because she apparently got injured. Obviously, she got attacked by Natalya before the match. They didn't actually show that. Of course, it's meant to be the whodunit, but Natalya wants on the team, so she gets on the team. And yeah, it's basically like that. So let's run down properly. All right, let's now that if you've stayed for this long, I appreciate it, because now that I'm beginning to calm down, my heart rate's returning to normal, and I'm not fucking, you know, I'm still on the Goldberg train, but the train's no longer running into the fucking river or some shit based on how hyped I was. But so I'm gonna talk about each match in detail, and then I'm going to say what I thought was wrong with it and what I thought was good about it, because I feel like that's a fair way to go. As I've already mentioned, Carmella, one of the newest divas, getting eliminated first, wrong straight away by Alicia Fox. Stupid. And okay, it was one of her finishes, fair enough. Alexa Bliss eliminates a diva with her finisher. Brilliant. Naomi gets eliminated by countout. Thanks to Nia Jax, which is, you know, pretty damn cool. Then Sasha Banks gets eliminated fourth. That is outright stupid as it is. Like, I am not the fucking, you know, I'm not the biggest Sasha Banks fan, but that is stupid. And then, like, guys, like, they started with this quick fire elimination, like fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eliminations, or even 4 eliminations within less than 4 minutes of each other. Like it was stupid, man. I mean, so Carmella is eliminated by Alicia. Alexa eliminates Alicia. Naomi gets done by a count out. Natalia beats Sasha by a roll up, which I suppose is, just looking at the notes here, which I suppose is okay. I mean, given the fact that really, I don't know, Sasha Banks getting eliminated early. Fucking, you know what? This is totally unprofessional of me. I'm literally going to turn off this bloody phone because fucking WWE Network are sending me all kinds of notifications, and I shouldn't have really done this review straight after the fucking show, but I'm doing it, so apologies for that. So then Nia Jax gets eliminated by Becky Lynch, which in itself is not a problem at all. Absolutely brilliant. But via tap out, I mean, okay, like Nia's indestructible aura is gone. This is a woman that hasn't lost a singles match yet, but now, like, it's kind of fucked. Okay, it was to the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, so I suppose it's somewhat acceptable, but is it really? Because it's a tap out. If it was a pin, it would have been okay. I don't know. And then, oh God, just Alexa Bliss then gets eliminated by Charlotte, which again I thought was silly because you've got to have Alexa Bliss in that match. At least, I don't know. I mean, there was no problem with it really. She was the second last to be eliminated. Becky was the last woman for SmackDown remaining, and she got eliminated eventually by Bayley to Belly. So it was Charlotte and Bayley all together as the sole survivors. Afterwards, Bayley then got attacked by Charlotte in the most like stupid display of motherfucking like stupidity, heelism you're ever gonna see in your life. Like, but it worked so well. The only gripe I have with the finish is that I would have had Becky go over. Like, what better way to like, they obviously wanted to further the feud. Fucking WWE Network, fuck off. What are you doing to me? Like, seriously, go away. But they clearly wanted to further the the Bayley and Charlotte feud, the Bayley and Charlotte dynamic. You do that by having Charlotte go mental apeshit and actually cost Bayley her spot in the match and thus get eliminated herself due to her own craziness. Like, what, that's not the right word, but her own, you know, kind of hatred for Bayley deeply cost her in the match. And don't say that doesn't work, because we saw that later on in the night. Becky Lynch, underdog champion. I mean, okay, she's not the underdog per se because she is like the bee's knees, so to speak, on SmackDown Live. But at the same time, fuck this, man. I swear I turned this shit off. At the same time, you do have Becky Lynch as, you know, the woman that did take, I don't want to say forever, that sounds a bit rude, but did take longer than, you know, the other two at the time, the other two of the four horsewomen to win the title and shit, and that's perfectly fine. Play it off perfectly well and have Becky be the sole survivor, in my opinion. But the end result was good. It just felt rushed as hell. Like, it really did. It just felt nigh on stupid, and I could not fathom a way why it was even remotely fucking decent. And I need to fucking stop doing this, but I fucking stopped WWE from sending me notifications, and yet I've had the same notification about Goldberg about 3 times. I've also had a fucking notification to buy Goldberg's t-shirt. I mean, I knew it was new in when he first came back. You don't have to tell me again. I was actually going to buy it, but then like it was not in stock until like November 14th, and I was like, oh fuck that, I can't now. Can't really wait for that. That's kind of like carnageable, but it is what it is, and fucking Bayley and Charlotte are obviously going to feud when it comes to Raw. I've fucking more or less turned my phone off now, so I'm not going to do that again. Then we have The Miz as champion versus Sami Zayn. And I guess, I mean, everyone had Sami Zayn to win this, right, and either go over to SmackDown And I'm glad Long Dick Sham was kind of too fucked up to do full fits or something like that. Because actually, we both would have fucking lost. This was such a poorly booked card. It was such a silly thing. But it was the one thing that WWE is always accused of being. It wasn't the one thing that WWE always accused of being, and that is predictable. I'll give them credit. They wasn't predictable this time. The Miz ended up winning, actually, which begs the question, why did they take the title off Dolph Ziggler? I mean, I guess he won by heel shenanigans. What happened was Maurice rang the bell, good old Montreal screw job kind of thing. The referee was like, I didn't ring the bell. So while Sami Zayn is celebrating, Miz gets the classic heel roll up and retain. So SmackDown Live, thank God, keeps the fucking Intercontinental Championship, and that is brilliant. That's all I can say. Hard luck for Sami Zayn. The one thing I hope they do is I hope they can initiate some kind of trade. We've seen it before. Hopefully we can see it again. Send maybe Kalisto over. He ain't going to go because he's feuding with Baron Corbin. But send somebody else over to SmackDown, to Raw, sorry. Maybe someone who, like, I was going to say someone who struggled on SmackDown. But to be honest, there's been no one, has there? SmackDown really is the land of opportunity. And it's crazy as shit that I can't even think of anyone. But Sammy needs to go to Raw, to SmackDown rather. He's needed to go there since Battleground. Since after that, man. He's been. I mean, losing to Chris Jericho is no shame, but fucking being on the SummerSlam pre-show and all that is clearly better than that. And it's not good. Right. So next we have the tag team match, Team Raw, the New Day. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Sheamus and Cesaro, Big Cass and Enzo Amore, and the Shining Stars versus Heath Slater and Rhino, the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder and Roger Riley, American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, and the Usos, Breezango and Fandango, Tyler Breeze. And again, I don't know what it is, like, if you're that hyped about quick fucking eliminations, WWE, like we had 2 eliminations in just over the first like minute. I mean, come on, man. Like, you're probably hearing my fucking WWE fucking network fucking even notifications. If they're not on my fucking phone, they're coming through on the fucking desktop that I fucking watch pay-per-view on. But Breezango got eliminated by the New Day in 45 seconds. What the fuck is the point of them being in the match? I mean, I'm happy that these guys obviously get some kind of like pay-per-view bonus or appearance fee or something like that. That's brilliant. Obviously, they deserve it. No matter where you are on the card, it's fucking hard to work as a WWE superstar. If you don't think it is, then you're fucking retarded. And I can say that because I am disabled, so it's cool. The New Day then got eliminated by the Usos, and these are your tag team champions. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, seriously, like, what are you actually doing? Like, I mean, you can't. No, I'm lost for words. I don't understand. Then a couple of minutes later, we have the Hype Bros. Eliminated by the Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and thank God they did. It was with a magic killer. I mean, I'm happy that that at least the Club got a few eliminations, and we'll get to that later on. Then American Alpha, who I also wanted to get elimination or at least be the sole survivors because they badly need it. At least they eliminated fucking the Shining Stars a bit later on with a double bulldog. Then American Alpha themselves, only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds later, they got eliminated by Gallows and Carl Anderson. And it's just silly, man. Like, fucking hell. Like, it was beyond, like, silly. And then we got into another silly spot where, like, within a couple of minutes, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they get eliminated by Heath Slater and Rhino, which, again, is fine because even though Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows kind of need the rub, need the push, they got eliminated by the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, so it's kind of okay. But then fucking 30 seconds after that, Enzo and Cass eliminate Heath Slater and Rhino. I guess that's okay because Enzo and Cass are fucking a decent team, and there's no shame in getting eliminated by them. So the booking in itself, looking back on it, wasn't that bad. The quickfire eliminations is something I'm against. Once or twice in a match, fair enough, but not like this. Enzo and Cass then themselves get eliminated 30 seconds later by fucking the Usos. And why the Usos were the last remaining team against Sheamus and Cesaro, I do not know. But surely that means they're going to be pushed on SmackDown Live, right? I mean, they've got to be. The finish of the match came when fucking, I don't know, man. Cesaro had one of the Usos in a sharpshooter. The other Uso was going to get in and break it up, but then Sheamus just broke it the fucking hell off of him. And again, they're playing this. They're playing up that these two can't get along, but they did. And Stephanie McMahon was like, "Yay, Raw!" And now they're going to get a tag team title rematch tomorrow, most likely, or today, depending on where you live. I hope that they fucking win. I won't say I'm bored of the New Day. I don't want to be deep to begin with. They're more for kids. They're not for me. I mean, I know New Day does rock and like they do some funny shit, but you know the unicorn horns and I'd eat the cereal because I'm a fat bastard. But apart from that, I don't know. They're just not for me. Then we move on swiftly on, as it were, to Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto. So this was a pretty foregone conclusion, in my opinion, that the Intercontinental title hasn't moved, nor will the Cruiserweight Championship move, and so it proved. It was a decent match, and Brian Kendrick looked on top throughout. The one problem I have with this, and before I move on, Kendrick did win, so that means the title stays on Raw, and I suppose it's cool for them getting double exposure now. They're on Raw and SmackDown. So, well, not SmackDown, but there's a show after SmackDown called 205 Live, which will hopefully reboot the Cruiserweights and get some storyline elements in there and actually have them trying to do shit. The worrying thing about that is, though, how much attention will 205 Live be paid for? Will it actually become eventually where like there's no storyline advancement at all, like SmackDown used to be? Like you could skip SmackDown on Thursdays or Fridays or whatever it was, whenever it aired, and there would literally be no like, you know, no worries about missing it because you didn't miss anything. You need to make it like must see TV, like, or cannot miss. But Baron Corbin comes in and hits Brian Kendrick and then hits Kalisto at the end of days. And that is pathetic. And Daniel Bryan later on is backstage like, "You cost SmackDown the title." And he's like, "I don't care. I don't want more pipsqueaks on SmackDown," or something like that. I don't fucking know. Baron Corbin, for me, he's not all that. He's got a simple character. I'm not fully against him. I just want to see more. Why should I care about Baron Corbin and shit like that? The guy was meant to be injured as well. Like, if he was too injured to be in the 5-on-5 match, then why on earth was he actually at the pay-per-view? It's one of those oversights that is goddamn fucking stupid. The pay-per-view was advertised as 4 hours, but ran 3 hours and a half. I mean, you know, whatever. I suspect, don't quote me on this, but I don't want it to be spoilers, but I suspect that something that happened in the SmackDown Live match changed the finish of the Brock and Goldberg match, and I'll get onto that in just a second. So far we have a tag team title match tomorrow, and Daniel Bryan promises consequences for fucking Baron Corbin on Tuesday. So then we go on to the SmackDown Live SmackDown Live versus Raw, the main match, the real bragging rights match of the fucking evening. And this I liked, because even though eliminations, this was the only one that felt like it was booked properly from start to finish. And bloody hell, it was almost a fucking hour. Wow, Jesus Christ. Okay, first of all, props to Shane McMahon, who stayed in there for goddamn 40 minutes. I mean, fucking hell. But here is the shit, right? And herein lies the problem. Dean Ambrose was the first one eliminated. Like, why? Like, I get that, like, he got eliminated because AJ Styles attacked him, but I feel like Dean Ambrose attacked AJ first, and then AJ attacked Dean. So he got eliminated by fucking Braun Strowman with a running power slam. And then after Shane elbowed Braun Strowman himself through the announce table, James Ellsworth stopped Strowman from getting back in the ring by holding his foot when he was under the ring. And then he proceeded to get ducked through some tables. And James Ellsworth is fucked up. He's dead, man. Like, he's dead. Braun Strowman destroyed him on the way back to the, back through the curtain. Like, Braun Strowman count out was the perfect way. That is, it's what they should have done with Nia Jax. Like, don't destroy the person's aura. It's brilliant. Kevin Owens didn't get pinned either, actually. It was brilliant the way they done this. He actually got fucking disqualified via disqualification. I think he hit AJ Styles with the list of Jericho. And while Chris Jericho was so unhappy about that, he was like, my list, and he gave it to the referee, and he turns right into an RKO, and it was a good way to eliminate Jericho and Owens and Strowman without making anyone seem weak. I don't think that anyone actually did seem weak during this match, which was actually brilliant considering that like everyone else throughout the night, in my opinion, did seem weak in kind of one way or another, even if they did seem strong at certain points of the match. This kept everybody looking strong all throughout the match. And, it's quite tasty, really. Then you have Shane McMahon get eliminated. He was going for coast to coast on Roman Reigns. And, in all seriousness for a moment, guys, he got hit with a spear. And then Shane McMahon, he looked like his head fucking bounced off the ring like a fucking basketball, man. I hope that he isn't fucking concussed or anything, but I seriously doubt it. Your head don't bounce like a fucking basketball like that for you to not have a concussion or some bullshit like that. It's crazy motherfucking shit. It's not good. It's not fair. Hopefully Shane O'Mac will be fine. Then this is where it fucking got ridiculous. AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose have already had beef like at certain points in this match, and then Ambrose comes back out, beats up Styles, and then proceeds to team up with the two Raw guys, the two former Shield members, and fucking triple powerbomb AJ Styles through the fucking announce table, and then he got fucking eliminated. Don't get me wrong, mini Shield reunion, alright, you know what, it's decent, I'm not gonna lie, it's semi-decent, fair enough, but fuck me, it would have been much better. Don't fucking ignore the fucking logic, man. And I'll get on to a bit of logic in a couple of minutes, actually, just having watched Goldberg and shit, but I'll deal with that in a few minutes for you guys. You're on Team SmackDown. So, Undertaker swore revenge and vengeance against all the fuckers that fucked up. So, who does he get? Does he get AJ Styles? Does he get Dean Ambrose? Like, fucking, it's crazy. Dean Ambrose is a motherfucking bitch. Like, he's stupid, man. Like, wait to see the guy, like, being stupid. Like, it's like scoring an own goal in a fucking football match just because you're pissed off at your fucking goalkeeper or something. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. I mean, I suppose SmackDown Live won in the end, so, like, it's all cushy. I mean, I'm a SmackDown Live guy, but, fuck me. Seth Rollins then gets eliminated by Bray Wyatt after an RKO from out of nowhere from Randy Orton. After Seth Rollins was in mid-frog splash, Bray moved out of the way just about as Randy hit the RKO. Bray Wyatt gets the pin. Fan-fucking-tastic. I had fucking premonitions of Reigns eliminating both Randy and Bray. Thank fuck that didn't happen. Randy, I should say, took the fucking bullet, the spear from Roman Reigns, and then Bray hit Sister Abigail. Thank you. Make the fucker look important. Now, a lot of people are expecting Randy to turn on Bray. If it happens, it happens. But I, for one, am genuinely intrigued by this at the moment. Keep it going. Tonight really intrigued me. It opened our eyes for the first time truly what Bray and Randy can do together, in my humble opinion, of my humble abode, so you say. Does Bray help Randy win the title, or does Randy helped Bray to win the title. I mean, for me, I'd actually have. See, if Undertaker's not facing AJ Styles for the belt, look, I want Taker to win the belt. I'm a mark. Sue me. If I was in charge of WWE, I'd book Taker to win the belt at least fucking once every 2 years. I mean, why not? Fucking for me, that guy should be a 16-time champion, not John Super Cena, who barely fucking turns up these days. So if you don't have Taker versus Styles at the Rumble, which I want because I want Taker to win the belt, keep the belt at WrestleMania, face John Cena for title number 16, have him win, still Taker, retire on top, and then have Cena turn heel though after the match. And fucking after that, Taker can retire, and then like basically you have him retire as champion. Cena gets the heat that night, turns heel, even though he lost post-match assault, yada yada yada. Taker comes out the next night and says, "I've got nothing to prove. I'm going out on top." That's it. He does. End of. Tournament for the title in which Cena, a heel Cena, beats by then a face AJ Styles at even SummerSlam. Hell, have this tournament running for that long if you really need to. At SummerSlam for the fucking belt, and have a heel Cena beat a face AJ Styles for the belt at SummerSlam. That would be how I would do that shit. But if you're not doing that, you clearly have Bray Wyatt beat AJ Styles at the Rumble, and then you have Randy Orton turn on Bray and then win the belt back himself. Because Randy Orton is champion. We ain't seen it in a while. It would be new. And hell, the long build with Randy and Bray would be fantastic. Last but not least, we have Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. And the fucking promo was longer than the match. The pre-match promo was longer than the match. 1 minute 30 seconds is what they have done here. A squash match. Brock Lesnar, that's for you. A lot of people say, shit, he beat the streak. 2 years have gone to waste, yada, yada, yada. I, for one, think, fuck you. You shouldn't have defeated the streak in the first place. Man, I'm not going to lie. That is sweet revenge like no other. I don't know, when you're fucking... I can't even think of a good example. But it's like when a fucking girlfriend or boyfriend cheats on you and then they themselves get cheated on. Like, or fucking... I don't know, when fucking a noob beats you on fucking 2K17 online, like it's happened to me a few times, and then like when you're the one fucking being the noob for once to the same guy because you got him in the fucking next match. That is the kind of revenge I'm on about. So let's get into this. Goldberg hits 2 spears and a jackhammer. It's over. It's over like fucking... I don't know. I don't even fucking... I'm lost for words. A lot of people are like, no, you've killed Lesnar's aura. He shouldn't have had it in the fucking first place, bitch. I don't care if Lesnar has the most delicious fucking blueberry pie ever. If he stole it off the windowsill in the first place, it's not really his. If Bray Wyatt goes to Burger King and orders fucking 5 Whoppers, and then fucking Luke Harper steals it from him, and then next week Luke Harper's ordering fucking 5 Big Macs from Burger King, and then Bray steals it from him. 2 wrongs don't make a right, motherfucker, but you best believe Bray deserved the burgers in the first place, no matter where they're from or how it happens. Motherfuckers, I do not care. If any of you disagree with this, you can unsubscribe from the channel. You can fucking never watch my videos again, if that's what you so choose to do. I am a taker mark, yeah? Look. Fucking, I am a taker mark, yeah? Look, fuck this. I am a fucking taker mark. I am so hyped. I would take off this shirt if I wasn't a fat bastard and fucking rub it in the camera. Goldberg got revenge for every true Taker fan. And if you're not happy with what Goldberg did tonight, then you're not a true Taker fan. You're not a true wrestling fan. Brock Lesnar doesn't belong in our business. Brock Lesnar fucking turns up for the paycheck. And yes, he's walking away with fucking millions after tonight's match. So good for fucking him. Good. Fuck off and stay in your ranch in Toronto or Minneapolis or wherever it was. You got no place, man. maybe a few years ago when the talent pool was so fucking depth of anyone, like in 2012, maybe you did deserve to be somewhere near where you were. But you shouldn't have beat The Undertaker. Hell, if you would have beat John Cena and Triple H in the first place, it would have been alright. Then fucking Undertaker beat you at WrestleMania, and it would have been fine. Then we might have actually believed the streak could have ended. And even when it didn't, we would have thought, oh shit, we got away with that one there, because Lesnar and fucking by that time would have been invincible. If he would have beaten fucking John Cena, Triple H, Extreme Rules, Triple H, which I believe he did the first time, then Triple H again, he wouldn't have lost the fucking rematch, then Triple H again. They had 3 matches, which was stupid. Then he would have beat CM Punk, I believe, Big Show at the Royal Rumble 2014, and look, by that time, that's 6 straight wins. And this guy hasn't been pinned by that time in almost 2 years. So when The Undertaker does, he don't fucking lose that much aura. Mate, fucking Donald Trump could lose to The Undertaker at WrestleMania and fucking, like, you know, it wouldn't fucking hurt his standing anymore. I don't know, that's a shit example. A loss to Undertaker was almost like a badge of honor. Like, if someone said to me, this is what I don't get why CM Punk was so pissed off on fucking Colt Cabana's podcast a couple of years ago. He's like, I ain't facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Fuck that, I've got to put him over. Then he goes away. Fuck that. Dude, if someone says to me, come wrestle The Undertaker at WrestleMania, I'm in there like swimwear. To be a fucking streak victim, I mean, fuck me. I don't know what would happen if he tombstone me, because I'm already fucking disabled and can't use my legs that well. So if he paralyzes me, I'm truly screwed. But damn, if someone said to me, wrestle Undertaker for 15 minutes at WrestleMania, I'll try my fucking best. I mean, if I was a trained professional wrestler, I'll do it. And if someone said to me, you're going to get tombstone and pin for the 1-2-3 at the end of the night, I'll be like, well, fuck me. I've faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Only fucking what? Not even 23 of them, man, because Kane's faced him twice, Triple H faced him 3 times, Shawn Michaels has faced him twice, and also, what's that? 5, like Kane 2, Shawn Michaels 2, 4, and fucking Triple H 3. So 7 times, so 7 take away 23, is it? So 16 men. Wait, no, because then you got 19 men. I don't fucking know. 19 men have faced The Undertaker or thereabouts at WrestleMania. If I can be one of those men that was deemed good enough to face the dead man at WrestleMania, you best believe I'm facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I will take a tombstone, motherfucker. I will be added to the streak, to the list before it was cool. And I will rest in peace, and I will be happy about that. Fucking getting tombstone by The Undertaker. I mean, scary fucking spot, but I do it. But nonetheless, Goldberg beats Lesnar in 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 spear and a jackhammer. Fuck Lesnar. I don't care what anyone says. Look, Goldberg wrestled in there in front of his kid, yeah? His kid wanted to see him wrestle. It was clearly a fucking nostalgia match. If Goldberg comes back for one more, good for Goldberg. I mean, I'm no doubt probably going to be cursing in fucking 6 months' time when he's just ran through The Undertaker at WrestleMania and being like, ah, fuck. Probably, because that's Vince McMahon's logic. But fucking hell. Vince McMahon's logic is crazy. Oh, let's have Brock Lesnar end the streak. Fucking took 20 years to build. 2 years later, oh, fuck. Let's have Bill Goldberg, who probably won't wrestle again, fucking beat Lesnar. I don't know. Anyway, fucking Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon, with that concussion that he perhaps suffered, maybe he was meant to do a run-in initially, and you know he wasn't well enough to do it. If that's the case, then regardless, I hope Shane McMahon is okay. But if that's the case, you can kind of understand it. But Brock Lesnar, not only were you next, you motherfucker, you were last. Anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to leave a rate, comment, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. This has been Take Luke. I'm out. At last, our Undertaker has been avenged.